Hello. Good evening, everyone. I know we are a few minutes early. Hope we're all well this evening. Let me just see, is everything fine? Hopefully it is. Should be all working. Hopefully, he says, touch wood. Because as soon as I say that, something to happen, it might blow up. So hopefully not. It doesn't happen. But yeah, I think we're fine. Looking at this, it looks fine. But it probably won't be fine now in about 10 minutes. Who knows? But anyway. I hope we're all doing well. I know it's early. We started a bit early. Basically, I was here and I might as well start because basically I was here for the last nearly 10 minutes, just checking around the different things. And sure, when I'm here, I might as well start. Basically, what I'm trying to say, because oftentimes I wasn't here. Like I was sitting here for the last 10 minutes, and I was like, "Oh, sure, look, I might as well start a bit early." Even though it's a bit early, but it's better, I suppose, just to start early and be when I'm here and stuff, because you're pretty much staring at a screen, doing nothing. Because I kind of was just doing a few things, but like the grand scheme of things, it wasn't that big. Now I'm getting blinded again by the sun, so I have the light on too. But I don't know. Maybe let me try without the light. Maybe it might be because it should be bright enough. I think I'm just in the way all the time. You might be fine. We might be in business. We might be actually fine. Yeah, I think that's good enough. Like I'm kind of blocking all the light. If I was over this side, the light being more, it's more that it's going on to me. Like as soon as I move away, it's just the beam. So yeah. But I couldn't go any further. It didn't have this big fucking Hoover desk. I could go further than that, but and then all my wires and stuff is here, and it's a load of bullshit if you ask me. I went on my old desk, but my old desk was fucking this. Like was old as the hills. Instead of this big fucking Hoover thing. Like when I'm finished with this desk, I'm not going to be able to lift it because it was a Hoover thing to get up the stairs that time. Like it is fucking about 20 ton. Like not gonna lie to you, it is 20 ton. Like along with the drawers, like the solid oak, like they're really just fucking heavy. And I had to carry this up the stairs myself. Like it was fucking awful. It's a miracle how I didn't die carrying it. Because it's just literally that heavy. Like it is a ton weight. Hello, Sean. Wished. What is this? Question mark. Send that over. Giving out, yeah, use the usual thing. So how are they going to say everything's great? What's the content in that? I get no views then if I said everything was great. Yeah, no bother, everyone. Good to see you. Hope you're well this evening. I hope you're enjoying the sun. But no, I understand it. Because sometimes it does wage bait me a bit. But I understand. But as I said before, I think people understand where I'm coming from too. Because you can't just really ban people and stuff like that for even if they're wage baiting and stuff. There's not if you believe in freedom of speech, you can't really just be like, oh yeah, we're going to ban you because it's one of those things, just a hard thing to balance of what to do. Yeah, there's nearly 100,000 in this world, Joe. 100,000. You could buy nothing with that, basically. In modern now, you could buy nothing with that, basically. So yeah, lovely stuff. But I hope we're all well anyway. Hopefully this sun will go away soon because I think everybody's just dying. So please God it'll go away soon because it's absolutely just ridiculous. Actually, a funny story to tell you in a few minutes. Does anybody want to hear a funny story? Anybody would like to hear a funny story? Just off the record, I suppose. Don't put this on the record, whatever record that is. But off the record, off the agenda. I'm going to hide it off the agenda. Nobody wants to hear a funny story. No, this goes. But I hope that music's not too loud too. That could be another thing too. So yeah, we'll just give it a few minutes. We chat among ourselves for a few minutes, then we get started on the shenanigans going on in this country, which are many and far between. But yeah, basically, I don't know if people know what they call him. We have the tiger's name. Does anybody ever hear Black Paddy before? Like that kind of nickname. He's 4D or something like that. Yes, that's his username, I think. I'm sure people have heard of him before. Well, he's out and about in Cavan apparently, and he's been out and about around here too. So yes. Yes. I think I actually seen her. I'm not sure about it, but I vaguely remember seeing a video or something. I vaguely remember something for that. But yeah. Yes. But yeah, apparently he's out and about in Cavan. Out and about here too. So yeah, we see how that goes. But yeah, he's supposedly out and about around here. Well, not supposedly, he is around here. Like, not supposedly, yeah, he is here. Like, it's confirmed that he is here. Don't know why he's here. Like, why he's in Butler's Bridge specifically. Don't know why he came here. But I don't know, but he's here. We're not here, like, but around. I don't know why he came to this part of Cavan, but I don't know. But he's supposedly around Cavan. He is like supposedly he is like it's 100% proof of that. But anyway, Sean's doing the subscribing. Everyone only's now promoting other channels that here. But I've often seen actually YouTubers and stuff like ban people for. I'm not saying ban you out on it, but just in general too. I've often thought that was quite scummy in terms of YouTubers that don't like other people self-promoting or something like that on their channel. I've seen YouTubers ban other people before for that. Like mentioned in other channels and stuff for getting people to go over to them and stuff. But of course we wouldn't do that and stuff. But I've seen YouTubers doing that. I've seen actually one Irish YouTuber do that before. Like somebody mentioned something about another channel and they banned them straight away. Yes, I remember the TG Cat and stuff, yes. Yes. But suppose that matter anyway. We'll see what happened. I don't know why he was here specifically. I don't know why he came here, but I don't know. But anyway, we see how that goes. We see when his video goes up or so. Because yeah, a lot of people were talking about it. This only happened like within the last 3 hours. Not his new channel. Oh, did he? You see, there's too many channels nowadays. I have to get around to it. I think I actually seen some of his new videos. I think I actually seen one of his videos, yeah. But there's that many channels. I tell you, I could write the list. I could literally have a list of about 500 channels. Like, it's so hard to keep track and everything. Like, I wish I just could sit here all day and, look at YouTube all day. It would be ideal, wouldn't it? But no, I have to thank him for that. But yeah. And just checking this now to see if there's going to be a video up soon. Let me see. Give me a moment. Hitting every other button. Hitting every button but the white button. So there probably won't be many people here tonight. But yeah, is any other fun with anybody? Sorry, I'm a bit distracted, to be totally honest. I am just a bit distracted, to be honest with you. I am. I will be honest with you. I am very distracted today. Sorry, just looking at this now. There's but no video up yet. Yeah, like I remember his old channel. I used to be subscribed to his old channel. But he did say he was starting a new channel that time. I think I did see one of his videos, I think. I don't know how, I just came into my recommend and I was like, oh yeah, that's the fella that used to come in here with the trains and stuff. And I think about that's back about a month ago now. No, not even a month ago, probably a few weeks ago. But see, there's too much happens nowadays. I lose track of it all, to be totally honest. Like, I should probably write all this stuff down because it's just too much to remember exactly what's going on here and there, you know. Because there's just too much information being given to this day. Let me see. The leak doesn't come up, but leak does not. No, it didn't come true. It didn't come true on my end, didn't it? But let me just refresh. Maybe it come true. I don't know why it's not coming true. But no, just put the username. Do you have his username? They put that in, and you're supposed to find it that way. I don't know why the leak, because it should work. People have often leaked things in here before it works. So I don't know why it isn't working. And people are allowed to. Like, people can leak stuff in my videos and stuff. Like, one time before, somebody linked me to the Wickroll thing, you know, to my disadvantage. But, you know, but people can link stuff. I don't know why it doesn't come up. I presume it just goes into spam or something. Let me just check the phone, because it could be on the phone. Because I can't see it on my computer here. No sign of it on the phone. Don't know why that happens, but I suppose it's just for, like, YouTube does it for scam. But I've seen other people leak things on YouTube before, so I don't know why that would be the case. Don't get it. Don't know why it would be the case. Like, YouTube is just weird. I just say that straight. YouTube is just weird when it comes to all this stuff. Like, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Let me just have a look. I'll just have a look at my YouTube studio. Because you should be allowed. Like, I'm just looking at my settings for a second. Just when I'm here. But I'm nearly 100% sure that there never was anything for stopping anybody from linking anything. Yeah, just type the username if you can. Because I don't know why. It shouldn't. Like, looking at my YouTube studio there's nothing about leaks in live streams as far as there's leaks in general, but that's turned on. So basically you can leak your things, have you? You should be able to, I don't know. No, should be and would be is another thing. But anyway. I think Aaron only probably left us to say he had enough of us. He said, "Oh, this is pointless. I give up on life. Give up on everything." I do think notifications went out. It's not as active as the other live stream. Like, the other live stream, everybody turned up. See, it's just one of those things where the YouTube notifications don't want to work. Data centers use 5 million litres of water per day. I know, right, about your hose pipe. Funny. It would be funny, but what the name of Jesus Christ? Jesus Christ, be praised. So yeah, I think we get started now on today's topics. So of course, the what we were just talking about there, what I was just saying about over 5 million litres is used by data centers a day. 5 million litres a day is used by it. I think about that a second. 5 million, and they're worried about your hose out the back, well, from a few flowers. And the data centers just keep using that's an insane amount of water. Like, nobody nearly in their lifetime would use 5 million litres a day. Like, mother of God. And they're upset over, a few people watering a few flowers. That's what they're upset about. Paddy and Mary watering a few flowers down the garden. And they're very upset over that and want to ban everything. And then the data set is using 5 million. 5 million, not 5 centimeters, 5 million liters of water a day. And then they're saying to Paddy and Mary, "Oh, Paddy, you're dangerous far-right extremist for using that hose now." So they can go and shove the hose pan up the hose. Because let's be fair, let's be honest. When you have something like that, why the fuck should Paddy and Mary be like, oh, why should I use me? Like, you should use your hose if they can use it. Well, not that hose, but I should probably classify what hose they're talking about. But yeah, it's utterly ridiculous. It is utterly ridiculous that 5 million a day, 5 million liters of water a day has been used in this, and now we have Yap. So yeah, that's insane. And of course, just what the top of this is a local thing, but there was a water outage in Cavan there just Thursday Friday morning. Thursday evening and Friday morning, basically. And they couldn't find the leak. Like the leak. The leak. Dada said, you think she would? Yeah, she should come over here and protest. But I think she was arrested in Germany for something again, but she's always been arrested. We're just taking around the corner and let out the handcuffs. But long story short, too, there was a leak in Cavan Town. It was Leo the Link. But long story short, they couldn't find it. They couldn't find it for hours. Like nearly a whole day, they couldn't find the leak. There was a small crack in the pipe. And they couldn't find it. And they had about 50 of them out looking for it. And they still couldn't find it. And eventually they found it. And basically nobody had any water in Cavan Town at all because of the leak. Which was amazing. How they didn't get it. With all the technology and stuff. I don't know how they didn't come across it sooner. Yeah, like even saying in general, you have to cut down on water in terms of using your washing machine and dishwasher. And then they're saying, oh, Paddy and Mary's been far-right extremists for using their hose. Like, there's such a big hullabaloo about this hose. Like, they even want people to report people to the local authorities if they see your neighbour using the hose. And then, they probably should report the datas at this. They probably should be ringing up the local authorities and the Gardaí and saying about that, They probably should be saying that to them. Like, if they're going to complain about somebody using the hose pipe out their garden to water a few flowers, then they certainly can complain to the Gardaí and to the state about the data set that's using 5 million a day. Martin, don't be at people already. Jesus, you only after coming in. But don't be at people at owning money and stuff. Like, come on now. But yeah, no, it's quite insane. But no need to be at people, Jesus. Like, let just people be. Yeah, like that probably would do the whole country. Like what they're using in the day would probably do every place in the country. Would probably not even be that much. Probably would only be 2 million liters a day that the country consumes, or maybe even 1 million, like for dishwashing and for all that stuff. Like it would probably be only 1 million. Would you think? Would you say so? Would it be 1 million or two? You think for the only members of the public restaurants and stuff? It probably would be 2 million. Yeah, it probably would be 2 million. It wouldn't be 1 million. 1 million's a bit lower than 2 million, but I say it would be about 2 million. But still, it's an insane amount of water. Like that's an insane amount of water being used. Like 5 million liters a day. Like, oh God. And then I wouldn't mind, but the government are more concerned about somebody using a hose pipe. Like you not see the hypocrisy there a bit. It's quite insane. 1 second. There you go. Thank you. That's lovely. That's lovely. Sorry about that. I had my order come in. I think it's my waddy, so it's not like alcohol or anything. I know people see the Guinness thing, but it's my waddy, I think. So it would nice. I have to probably drink it up because the ice cubes would be all over the place. I wouldn't mind, but I had a drink here already, so I have 2 drinks now. Don't know what to do with them. 2 drinks now. I'm full of drinks. But yeah, I was going to say something else, but what was it? Oh yeah, Aaron, if you're still here, do you have his username for Luke's channel? If you haven't, because Sean was looking for it there, and I don't remember his username either. I don't remember the channel name. If you're still here at the moment, I used to work at the water treatment company back in 2000. the water is rarely taken into consideration. Yeah, like the treatment plants and stuff. A lot of them haven't been updated in donkey's years. Like the ones in Cavan are fucking old as the hills. They haven't been updated at all in the last 50 years. There's no money apparently to do it. But it's the same with the sewage systems. Like they can't really build any houses nearly around here because the sewage system's at capacity, and you can't keep building houses without sewage. You know. So yeah. But yeah, no, it's quite insane. But hopefully the heat goes away soon because we are going to be in trouble in a few weeks' time if nothing feels bored. What does that mean when it's at home? But people didn't get notifications. So like notifications sometimes work and sometimes they don't. I would agree, yeah, Tommy Wobbers and I have no time for me though. Nobody wants him here. You can stay over there, complain and do whatever you want there. In Israel, you can go to Israel. Speaking of Israel, more money for Israel. The U.S. Congress has passed the resolution. It was basically Thomas Massey that was saying about ending U.S. military aid to Israel, and of course, all of them voted to keep giving money to Israel. Nearly every Republican too all voted to keep giving money to Israel, even though they're supposed to be for America first. It doesn't make any sense, but sure, logic never existed. Hello, Wild Irish. Yes, like the independent TD was on, but raw milk. I never seen raw milk in the shops here. Maybe there is. It's like some people were saying there is, but I never seen it. I don't know. Did you ever see it? Like I never seen it. Yeah, unpasteurized milk. That's the thing. But I never seen it. I didn't have to be honest. I never seen it unless I wasn't paying attention because I just usually get the liter. I never really look at any because I know what milk I take. But I still never seen it. But I could be wrong. But I never seen it. I've heard of unpasteurized, but I never seen it. So I don't know. So it must be only in a few shops. Since I never seen it. But yeah, I'm confused too by it. Hello there, Shawnee. Hello there, Big Brass. How are we keeping? Yeah, like I wouldn't have a clue. I'm not from a farming background, but some people say raw milk is supposed to be more healthier for you, supposedly, because a lot of people are saying that to me. Oh, it's more healthier stuff. So I don't know. To be told, because I never took it, so I couldn't tell you. To be totally honest, I hope we're well, Shawnee too. Sorry, I meant to say. I hope we're doing good this Saturday. Like I don't know what's the difference. Like I don't know what's healthy and what's the best. I can't really sit here and tell you, oh yeah, this is the best, or this is the best, or this is the best. I suppose it's up to personal choice at the end of the day. Excuse me, apologies. So I just want to talk about a game for a second. I know this sounds weird compared to everything happening in the world, but Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 3 is getting a remaster, which is Pog. Todd Howard is finally doing something. So about time. It's probably going to take another billion years before it gets done, but we see how it goes. It's going to take a long time probably before it's done. So we see. Hopefully it'll be done sooner rather than later. The other thing I want to talk about, actually, and a lot of people are talking about this because of what I posted. It's kind of started a big discussion too in regards to this, and this is to do with the NCT in Cavan and particularly Monaghan. Now, nearly 7,000, no, actually, so it's 4,000 vehicles fared the NCT in Cavan and Monaghan this year, just in the last 6 months. Fared the NCT in Cavan and Monaghan, which is a huge amount. And of course, I've said this before, there's a lot of people very upset with the Cavan one because they're basically failing people for the most minor things imaginable. And it's all just a money whacker, let's be fair. But it's kind of started a big debate about it here in Cavan. Because everybody's not happy with it. Like, it probably should be investigated. I'm not happy with it. I've looked into some of the stuff and I'm not happy with it. So yeah, that's but that's that. But it's insane, because there's a lot of vehicles. It's a lot of vehicles, and there's a lot of money being spent on this stuff. And in some cases, they're very minor stuff too. Oh yeah, these true Finns, they're always paying people. Wika Boko and all them. Um, Always up to no good. It's these Leitrim people too. These Leitrim people are always up to no good too. Um, Leitrim people. Always the Leitrim people. What was I going to say? I was going to say something now. I can't remember. Oh yeah, but the NCT. So at the end of the year, it could be 6,000, could be 7,000 vehicles in Cavan and Monaghan that could have failed the NCT, which is only in 2 counties. So if you took all the country, you took every county in Ireland, God only knows you could have probably 16, 20,000. You could have more than that. You could have 25,000, 30,000 vehicles this year alone that failed the NCT. And a lot of them probably failed on minor, very, very minor stuff, like really minor stuff. You get what I'm saying? Like it's absolutely insane. And especially because all these NCT failures, etc., people have to redo them, and of course that costs money, etc. And of course, it all seems to be a scam to me, to be totally honest, because like even people I've seen stuff online about the Cavan one, that these people are mechanics themselves, like the people that bring in their cars, they get their cars serviced, and they know everything basically, and they say that these people are scammers too. Good evening, Fiona. Hope we're well this evening. Hope all is good this Saturday. Hope you're enjoying the good weather. There was something I was going to say about the good weather, but I can't think of it now. Oh yeah, the World Cup too. Yeah, the World Cup is finishing up this Sunday. I think it is. Yeah, like it's very warm in the United States too. So So I hate to be playing the World Cup final in this heat. It's nearly worse over in the United States than it is here. Thankfully, not that bad here. But yeah, it's dreadful. But yeah. I'm just trying to think. What might take of time? There's too much going on these days to try and remember. I have to look at my notes because I actually can't remember. And I wouldn't mind, but I looked at it before I started the stream. Now I can't remember which is hilarious. Well, I myself, apologies. That's probably the notification now, I think. Let me see. Oh yeah, I'm sure people have seen the story already, but this is to do with Ryanair. To do with a person on a wheelchair, a disabled man, but pretty much someone in a wheelchair. They couldn't fit his wheelchair onto the plane, into the cargo hold, which is, it's not an elephant. Like, let's be fair, it's only a wheelchair. Like, surely you can fold it up and put it onto the plane. Like, surely it's not that big of an issue. But basically, of course, Ryanair wouldn't let him onto the plane. And he had to miss his flight because of it. Even though he paid for his ticket, he paid for the wheelchair, etc. He didn't get it for nothing. Ryanair will give you nothing for anything. But long story short, he didn't get on his plane. Now, of course, he probably will sue Ryanair for everything he can get, and they should, because Ryanair is totally in the wrong here. Because fuck's sake, if you can't fit in a wheelchair onto a plane, into the cargo hold, then fuck me. Because I've seen people literally go with fucking insane stuff onto the plane. Like, I kid you not, when I went to Finland that time in November, like, there was a fellow with a big fucking skis, like big fucking skis, like massive skis, like in a big bag and stuff, like huge, like probably the size of a wheelchair. Like, these are big skis in a big bag. And he was let onto the plane. And he had to pay, obviously, extra for it. But what I'm trying to say, if they can fit them on it, and they can fit suitcases and all that on it, and they can fit a wheelchair on it, surely it's not that bad. And why not? Hardly that bad, but surely they were going to sue them anyway for everything they can get, because clearly it's wrong. Because the man already had paid for the wheelchair and had paid for his seat, etc. But Ryanair in general too is a disgrace, because they won't allow people to get physical boarding tickets. You know the way you have physical boarding tickets? You have to do it on the phone, which is absolutely disgraceful, but it's all to save money. Michael O'Leary, they would take out all the fucking seats and let people stand up if you got away with it. But it's always just scummy, to be honest. It's I know it's a good business model, but you treat your customers like shit. And I suppose it's cheap too. When you pay cheap, you're not going to get high quality service. But I wouldn't fly away now if they paid me. So there you go. But I think it's disgraceful. And you should sue them, and the government should look into it too. Because it's not fair. It's not fair on this man. He's not fair on his carer too. That they were all set to go, that their tickets paid for, the whole lot paid, and they couldn't get on because they wouldn't fit the fucking wheelchair into the fucking plane. Like absolutely fucking farcical. Yes, that's who he is. Yes, that's who he is. Still the same profile. A lot of people were confused. I was confused when he first came in. I was like, oh no, was that him? Or was that somebody else? So that's him. But yeah, so it's quite the same. The same guy, the exact same. Where am I now? Sorry, I've lost my train of thought. So about time, I'm sure everybody's heard me talk about this before. This is to do with the ship that was seized off the Irish coast. About nearly 3 years ago at this stage now, in 2023. I'm sure everybody remembers the biggest operation, with the biggest drug seizure in the history of the state. And of course, the Irish taxpayer said 16 million on the ship, lying in Cork Harbour. Now, we should have probably sunk it to the bottom of the sea as soon as it fled from the Irish authorities, because we should have fucking let it rot in Cork. Because we spent 16 million on the ship that was illegally operating illegally in this country, bringing drugs into the country, so we shouldn't have given them anything. But long story short, that ship is now on its way out of Cork. It's out of Cork, actually, at the moment, and is on the way to be scrapped. Now, I don't know who's getting the money for the scrap. Is it the Irish government, the Irish state, or is it the people that own the ship? But surely, to God, the Irish government should get the money for the scrap, because we shouldn't give it to them. I know people would say that's piracy, but this ship was involved in illegal activity in Irish waters and wouldn't stop for the Irish customs and for the naval service. So we owe them nothing, basically, what I'm trying to say. They'd be lucky, as I said, they're lucky they didn't sink to the bottom of the sea, basically, the ship. Because if that was any other country, they would have blew them into a million bits. Especially because they were told multiple times to stop, etc. But yeah, as I say, we probably have to look at it from now on. If ships, refuse to stop for the Irish Navy, etc., they probably should be fired upon. Now, they did fire warning shots, etc., but they probably should fire it at the ships if they refuse to stop. Because this ship straight away legged it as soon as it seen the Irish naval ship come towards it. They just fucking legged it to try and get out of Irish waters. Clearly, they were up to something. We didn't know what exactly they were up to. But they wouldn't stop, basically. They just kept going. But thankfully, the Army Rangers went on board and seized the ship. But what I'm trying to say is, it's an outrageous amount of money to spend on the ship and crew, etc., that we're here to cause trouble, basically. And that's the simple thing, that we're here bringing drugs into the country. And that's just the simple thing about it. Now, I just want to talk about something that happened in County Mayo. I'm sure people have seen the video online. It's quite disturbing. A group of women, I say about maybe 10 women, that's what I would say, 10 to 15 maybe, attacked one woman, it seems to be. Now, I don't know what it was over. I suppose we won't know what it's over. A lot of people have said it's over this and it's over that and it's over the other. Fair enough. But long story short, this happened in broad daylight in Troom in County Galway. Sorry, I'm saying Mayo, County Galway. Now, this woman was attacked. I don't know what was the whole story behind it, but still, at the end of the day, I don't know where the Gardaí were. I don't know where anybody was. But obviously, it shouldn't happen in broad daylight. That a group of people can go around just beating up somebody in the middle of the street. It shouldn't happen. Yeah, like they're going to that plant thing, but that's a different story. I suppose we have to wait and see what the European Union does. Yeah. Yeah, like it's horrible stuff. I'm not going to show you the video, it's a bit too violent. But I don't know where the Gardaí were or what was happening. My ice is melted. But yeah, it's awful. But I don't know where the Gardaí were. What were they doing, or where were they? But at the end of the day, it shouldn't happen. In the middle of this is not at 9 o'clock at night, etc. This was during the day, like about 11 o'clock or so during the day, where children, or only families, etc., members of the public, older people, are walking the streets. They're going about their business, and they have people a group of people turn up and start beating up people. It's unacceptable. And the fact there was no Garda, like if there was any, if there was like a protest, you would have the OIC there straight away. And what I mean by the OIC, you would have the public order unit there with a baton elderly women. Because I've seen it in Newtown, Mount Kennedy. We have all seen it before. That a few elderly women go out and protest about an asylum centre in their area. And the OIC would turn up with the batons, etc., and the pepper spray. And they'd be very quick hitting the women with the batons and stuff. But when there's actual trouble, etc., the Gardaí know where to be found. When there's actual people being hurt, etc., they know where to be found, the Gardaí. It's the same with the farmers, but the Gardaí were very quick to be there everywhere, but they wouldn't go near any trouble. When there actually is trouble and protests, like actually violence, etc., they know where to be found. So I don't know what was the whole story there, but hopefully they do get the people behind this as soon as possible. But we see what happens. I don't know exactly, but now I'm sure people have seen about our good friend Leo Boylan, the Sinn Féin MEP for Europe. I'm sure we all have seen that, about that video, about speaking Irish. Now, I can't speak Irish, but as the fact of the matter, she was like, oh yeah, we should be able to speak Irish, basically. We should be able to speak Irish in the European Parliament, etc. And long story short, when the people said, oh yeah, you can speak Irish, we have the translation. She didn't. So, Sinn Féin, it's gone viral and stuff, and Sinn Féin are nowhere to be found at the moment. I wasn't prepared, she said, for it. So, it just goes to show you probably shouldn't say something that you're not prepared to speak, Yeah, but no, I suppose my point, my Newtown again, the Gardaí, the Wyatt squad were there straight away. Like, where was the Wyatt squad? Where were they? Where was the OIC? What do I mean by that? The public order unit. They were there straight away when that happened. So, no, that's my point, because we know what to be found. I see not one guard in that video. The OIC. But some people actually going by this Leo Boylan. What was I going to say? Now it's just to say it has gone viral. Just looking at it here on Twitter, over 15 million people have seen this. And Mary Lou McDonald is nowhere to be found. Where is Mary Lou McDonald? Where is she? Where is Michelle O'Neill? Where are they? They probably should be talking about this, Michelle O'Neill or Mary Lou McDonald, because they're nowhere to be found. They literally have not been found anywhere. So where is Mary Lou? Where is Mary Lou? Also, Mary Lou, yeah, of course, with the student accommodation. She's more worried about stopping the student accommodation. But yeah, it's crazy. So on a serious note, actually, when we're just talking about jokes and all that, I'm sure people have hoped that the Irish government are making a new mandatory but not compulsory, whatever the fuck that means, excuse my language. But listen to this statement, new mandatory but not compulsory government ID wallet. What does that mean? What does that mean? Explain that to me, somebody. How does that mean? New mandatory but not compulsory government ID wallets. So what is the media smoking here? What is the government smoking too? Because they basically mean it's mandatory, but it's not compulsory. What does that fucking mean? Come on now. Would have extra security to stop fraudsters. We're talking about the Irish state. The Irish state's the biggest fraudsters here. Hello, Devonus. How are you keeping? Don't be arguing among each other now. Come on now. Don't be arguing about each other, over each other, or whatever we're arguing about at the moment. But yeah, so yeah, I don't know what the fuck that means in simple English. In terms of new mandatory but not compulsory government IDs. Do you know what they can shove to a digital wallet, just to say to the Irish state? They can shove it up the hole, basically, as far as they can, basically. Micheál Martin should shove it up his hole as quick as possible, because there's no way I'm using this fucking digital wallet. There's no way I'm using it. Good luck to you. They can fucking give me €1 trillion and I'm still not going to use it. because who is going to use a thing called a digital wallet? Like, mother of God, you know, like who would use a digital wallet? Like, explain to me who would use it, because I wouldn't use it. You know. Good evening, Dallas. How are you keeping? Yeah, but this is the thing. Like, the government are literally after saying this. It's new mandatory, but not compulsory. But whatever that means. But eventually, you'll be forced to use it. That's my point, I suppose. Irish wild man. That eventually you will be forced to use it. You know, that's the sad reality of it. That you'll be forced, because you can see this already by what the media is saying. It's new and mandatory, but it's not compulsory. Not yet. It's the same with the COVID vaccine. Not the vaccine, but the masks, etc. They said, "Oh, it's mandatory," but it's not compulsory. But see, they're trying to they're testing the waters to see what people accept. So that's pretty much what's happened here. My view, though. So the other thing I want to talk about too. Now, this is to do with job seekers allowance. No, it's quite shocking. It is really quite shocking. Aintu has found out about this. The 6,500 people on job seekers over 10 years. Sorry, 1,000 years, I was going to say. Good God. But no, 10 years. So imagine there's literally 6,000 people, nearly 7,000 people that are on job seekers over 10 years, a decade, basically. But long story short, that has cost the state 800 million euro. 800 million euro, nearly €1 billion for these people, for only 6,000 or so people. Now, long story short, some of these people, I don't blame them. What I mean by that is, some of these people, just pause for a second, so I just want to hear myself think for a second. Some of these people are, like in some of these cases, they're old people that are, old people that couldn't get onto, say, disabilities. I know one woman, but she's near, like, she was pension age, like she was about 50 something. I think when she had some illness, like a medical illness, something to do with her hands. It wasn't great with her hands, and some kind of thing in her hands. And she couldn't get disability. Imagine that. She had something wrong with her hand. Like, she had a major operation done on her hands, and her hands still are not great. But long story short, she couldn't get disability. You think she would be entitled to it, but she didn't get it. And she had to stay on job seekers, I think, nearly for, what was it? It was nearly 9 years. It wasn't maybe 10 years, but 9 to 8 years, 8 or 9 years. And she wasn't entitled to disability, even though she couldn't really move her hand at all. So, she couldn't walk anywhere, because you need like a majority, even if you're walking at the computer and stuff, you can't. You need your hands to function. You need to be able to move your hands. Like, she can move them very slightly, but not much. Like, there's something wrong with this part of the arm. I don't know what it was, but she had to get a major operation and stuff, and it still wasn't great after it. But she was on it for 8 or 9 years on job seekers allowance and stuff, which is insane. But there's people that are older people that are near the pension age that are on it, or that are sick, take for example. Because you have to be dead to get on disability or to get on the sick pay, Yeah, Oppenheimer was the behind the Manhattan Project. Why are we talking about Oppenheimer? What is all this about? But no, it's totally wrong. Because there's people that just don't want to walk on this. Let's be fair. There's people that just couldn't be bothered to walk. And they're getting everything paid for by the Irish taxpayer, which is not fair. But there is genuine people that are ill, that can't get on disabilities. And again, this is the problem. If, like, say that woman, she probably should be on disabilities. Like, there's no doubt about it. But they refused them. They said, no, we're not going to put you on disability. You're perfectly able to do something, But let's be fair, nobody will employ that woman, because she's too much of a risk too. And nothing against, but she's pension age now. But back when she was on job seekers, nobody would employ a woman that can barely move her arm, Nobody would do it, Oh, sorry, apologies. Yeah, I made a mistake earlier on. It's 9,000 cows that failed the NCT so far this year in Cavan. Sorry, I said it was. What did I say? I think it said it's 7,000. Yeah, it was 9,000. Apologies, that's my fault. Said the wrong thing. See, too much going on these days. Too much. The other news, actually, another good news. You want to hear some good news? That the Dáil is off on summer holidays. They're not back at the end of September, so it's lovely it's well for some, isn't it? full pain, full everything. Great stuff. Mighty day. Great day for the country. I'm sure we're all delighted to hear that. That our poor TDs who work so hard are getting time off. It's a pity. It's great, isn't it? Well for some, but not by others. The other thing I want to just mention, actually, just while I'm here, is to do with the Irish Rail. Now, everybody remembers about this fucking shenanigans. That they spent 50 million on an IT project that they're not going to use. But this is the kicker. Listen to this bit. Listen to this. You're going to try this one. That they're going to spend 3 million a year to pay these software developers, even though they've thrown the project out the window. They're going to pay them 3 million a year for whatever the fuck reason they're going to pay them 3 million a year. Now, beggars belief. So basically, this project, even though it's been shoved into the toilet, it's going to cost the state probably 100 million because they have to pay them 3 million a year for the next few years, which is fucking insane. Even though nothing's been done, like literally nothing's been done with the project. The project has been shelved. They're still going to pay them another 3 million euros a year. Very angry, I see. Okay. But yeah. Give me a moment. What is this? Why is this coming up now? Sorry. Pelgly. No, sorry, this yoke was coming up. I don't know why it's coming up, but it's coming up now. I don't know. Should be fine. Oh, should be grand. Should be grand. It's quite sunny. I am actually getting boned alive here. But yeah, hopefully you can see me okay now. Is there anything else? There's probably other stuff I need to say. Talk about. Hello, Sasha. Good evening. Good Saturday evening to you. Jeez. Let's see, what am I trying to? I'm just trying to think. What am I trying to say here? What was there was something I was going to say, but now I can't think of it. What the fuck was it? I'm just trying to look now. If I had a brain, I would be dangerous, just to say to everybody. Oh yeah, that was it. Yeah, sorry, I only remembered about it now. Yes. So the Central Statistics Office released data relating to people getting out of prison. Now, nearly 3 in 5 people or so, I think it is, 3 in 5 people go back to prison within a year. Let me just make sure I'm right in this. But in Donegal, 1 out of 5 people end up back in prison after a year, just to say, in Donegal, which is quite insane. So it just goes to show you that when people get out of prison in this country, it's very likely they always will reoffend. Yeah, this is it here. Over half of the convicted criminals reoffend within 3 years. Sorry, it's 3 years. So we're talking about over nearly 50%. I think it's 58% to say. So 58% of the people coming out of prison reoffend within 3 years. Just think about that, 58%. So it just goes to show you there's no kind of rehabilitation. There's no programs to get people back into society. Like even for minor things, like we're talking about thefts and we're talking about minor stuff. But still they add up because there's people with hundreds of convictions. There was a young lad there. He has nearly 80-something convictions and he's only 18 now. He's only 18 now and he's 84 convictions. Like mother of God, and he's off the prison for 6 years now because he nearly killed a person. But long story short, and he had all through his life, his minor thefts in terms of stealing stuff, robbing things, etc. But it all culminated into violence, basically. You know. What? I don't know what's going on with it. Let's just add it. But yeah, just be nice to each other. There's no need to be killing each other. No, on about Vikings. Okay, fair enough. I don't know what to tell you. Okay. The other thing I actually want to talk about, this is to do with Irish state bodies, some of the government agencies. Now, listen to this bit. That I think we all know that, but what was I going to say? Yeah, so this is to do with Irish state agencies. They've basically been using a password system licensed by the Russian intelligence agency. Like, I kid you not, this is an organization that has links to the Kremlin and to the Russian intelligence agency. And the government are using password management software relating to them. So this is basically, they might as well bring up the Kremlin and give them the password. So I don't know who thought about that or who decided that one, but basically they might as well give the passwords to the Kremlin. Because basically this organization, this software license company, is literally like a Russian shell company. I kid you not. That's literally what it is. And the Irish state never thought about it. They never looked into it. So yeah, mighty stuff, just to say. You see which side? Nobody. Well, it might be mocked with the other power here, but ow! After banging my leg. My leg. Yeah, well, hopefully we're doing fine, Vic. Here, are you talking about here? Baby crying well, sorry, what? Are you talking with me or are you hearing in the background? I hear fucking on. I don't know, you must be hearing things here, sure. Like, are you hearing in the background? Because I don't know. I literally hear nothing. Like, I hear the wind, that's about it. Yes, that's how I hear. So I don't know how to be on the thing. I don't see anything at all. Like, so I don't know what you hear in the baby. Are you talking about it, like beside you, or are you talking about it on the street? You just accused me hiding babies underneath somewhere. Oh yeah, maybe that. Yeah, good one. Hello, Trends. Good to see you. It's been a while. How are you keeping? Hope you're well this Saturday. Hope all's good this weekend with you. Hope everything's good. Very good to hear, Trends. Very good. Like, nobody can ever. People always have to argue with each other about something. No, it isn't. But in Donegal, it was 1-5 or so. But there was no, like, they don't give away nationalities and stuff, like identities and stuff. But still, at the same time, even from Cavan, even I said this a bit before, Sean, that there's people even from Cavan that live here all the time, and they're basically druggies, and basically they go into prison, they come out of prison, they're back in prison a few weeks later, and they're Irish people. Like, constantly they're in prison, constantly. Like, literally, they might as well fucking take a share out in the Irish prison service, because literally they come out for about a week and then they're back in another week's time, mainly for drugs and stuff. But there's Irish people all the time in Cavan doing that, you know. But of course, there's a lot of non-nationals too doing it. But there is some Irish like that too, you know. Soda bread. You mean Cavan Cola? You mean sorry, soda bread? What do you mean soda bread? You must mean. I think you must mean Cavan Cola. Yeah, not like this. I don't know why it would be soda bread. You mean Cavan Cola, like the old Cavan Cola stuff? That's. Yeah, I was wondering. I was like, what soda bread? Oh yes, yeah, soda bread. And no, I thought we were talking about bread. Sorry, I know what you're saying now. Sorry, Cavan Cola, yes. Yeah, it's not produced anymore and stuff. It's no. If you ever get a can or something like it, old pockets in the pockets was in the glass pockets. They're worth a lot of money. So if you ever come across them, do get them because they are worth a good bit of money. Because they're not produced. They should bring them back. They should. If I ever become a chocolate dollar, that's my number one priority. Second priority, actually. We'll take back Leitrim. Um, what are we on about the great clowns? What, like, mother God, is this a history class I'm after coming into? Like, how did this all start? We're talking about great clowns. We're talking about ancient Greek civilization. Like, mother God. And I'm just on about stuff in Ireland. We're on about something 900 years ago. Like, mother God. Oh, yeah, I've seen something about that, but I don't know much about it. Yeah, but I suppose what relevance does it have to us, I suppose, at the moment? That's what I mean to say. Because literally we're on about Cavan Cola, I've had a Cavan drink. And we're on about now H&O, something like that, you know. No, I'm not saying that the liar went to that, but I'm saying, we were talking about Cavan Cola here. And we're on about H and Rome. Did the H and Rome have Cav? See, that's how they conquered the world. Well, not conquered the world, because they have Cavan Cola. It all makes sense now. I always knew Cavan people always had the power. The West. But anyway, I think we just chill out for the moment. I think I've thrown enough information at you. I've literally thrown a lot of information at you. Yeah, I still have my cat. Yeah, she is outside at the moment. I think last time I looked, she was outside. She's still there. I think for the moment because when I was before I went live, she was there. I mean, she might have come in the meantime. She's not. She's not anyway. I don't think she's at my door because I was just out there a second ago. Well, not a second ago, but a few minutes ago, and she wasn't there. So I presume she's away. The Hobbits. Jurassic Park. Oh no. Excuse me. Apologies. Like, is this the History Channel or something? Have we just become the History Channel now? We talk about ancient Rome and stuff. But at least they talk about history, at least in fairness, and not half people. At least that's at least a bit better. You know. No, Ireland is not the World Cup. Ireland wouldn't go near it. Oh, you'd be live soon. Yeah, we'd probably be gone by that time. We'd probably only stay in the half seven. That'd be good enough. I might ponder in at one stage. See, I come in and out. I was in your stream one of the days before. It was only about 5 minutes. I had a few minutes instead of ponder in. I didn't say anything, but I was just there listening menacingly. See, I often be listening to streams and I'd be there. I'd be listening, but I wouldn't be typing or stuff. Mongrels. Oh, Jesus, seriously, don't become Micheál Martin now talking about mongrels. Because actually, before Micheál Martin ever said that about Irish people being mongrels, I never actually heard of anybody ever using the word mongrel in my life before Micheál Martin said it. And of course, Micheál Martin's some mongrel. Hate speech. Arrested. Napoleon, like what? I think the majority of people are just worried about surviving. I don't think they're worried about being Napoleon. I don't get that one now. We see Shrek 5. I don't know. I didn't even know there was a Shrek 5 coming out. So that shows it. Hello, Senator. Good evening. Hope we're well. Everything's lovely. Thanks for asking. I hope all is good with you. I hope your weekend's going well. Oh, I know, but as I said to you before, Saoirse, you can't be pro free speech and ban people for different things. But in fairness, at least he's not given what was I say? Well, what's the word I'm trying to look for? Sorry, I'm having a brain fit. No, like at least he's not what's the word? Like he's not at people. He's going on about history, but at least he's not at people. Which is a lot better than what it was before. Trying to repair a vintage car, not going well. Jeez, a vintage car. Oh well. Jeez, that's something to be doing on the weekend. Where did you buy it, or are you doing it for somebody or for some show or what? Oh, I know, but it's suppose it's hard to find a balance here, so that's the thing. Like tech in the moment, it's hard to know, but you get what I'm saying. It's not that I'm here like letting people doing it, but it's a hard thing to do because you have to try and balance it out, and it's hard to balance it out. Like even my motorways and stuff, it's hard to know what's the limit, in terms of the what is free speech and what is harassment. It's a thing too. It's the same with things online when it goes to court, etc. It's hard to identify what's what, and that's the difficult thing about it. Oh, I know, but as I say, we unfortunately had to block somebody there a while ago because of threats, but but we don't want to be just adding people into the block list and things like this. Sitting around a long time and audio, great car. Oh yeah, it is a great car. I've actually heard that before. Yeah, well that's good. Yeah, but hopefully it's going well for you now. Hopefully you're getting there now. Jesus Christ, he's still on about history. Like, oh God. But anyway, but like you're trying to fully restore the Senate up, like fully restored. Like you're not just doing tidying up. Like you're trying to get it going again, basically. Because if so, fair play to you. Because I couldn't do it. I could maybe paint it, but that'd be it. I couldn't do it. Like literally, not just chatting here, and he's fully restoring a cow. But fair play to you. How's your job? Yeah, I only have a few weeks left. Well, what I mean by a few weeks is actually 3 weeks at the moment. It's only 3 weeks at the moment left. And then I'll be retiring. So yes. So yeah, but it's going well at the moment. But I'm only part-time now. I'm not full-time. So yeah. So yes, let me see. Because I'll be starting college at the beginning of September. Don't know what date yet, but sometime around there. With something. Just don't give him ideas. Yeah, like I couldn't do it. I know some people who are very good at cows and stuff, but I couldn't do it. Like even what you're doing, I couldn't do it. Yeah, thanks, Wyatt. Irish. Thank you. We'll probably be gone in a few minutes too. So thank you for being here. Appreciate it. I might spin into you later on. When we can spin in, I'll pop in, maybe just look in for a second. Yeah, thanks, Saoirse, for being here. Appreciate it. I see you again sometime. We'll be probably gone in a few minutes, and another 5 minutes or so. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We're just chatting basically among ourselves for the moment. But yeah, I throw a good lot of information at you earlier on. What am I saying? Is there anything else? Just to make sure before I go, not before we'll have another few more minutes, but just to make sure I've talked about everything I wanted to talk about. Is there anything else now? Oh yeah, that's actually the other thing I wanted to mention briefly just before I go. It's not important or anything, but still, we're talking to somebody from Monaghan, Most likely it could be very soon. There could be an event. Now there's a lot of, I suppose there's a lot of organising towards this. So hopefully we'll have word by the end of the month. That's I hope. But I don't know yet. Just as I know some people want to know that, but I don't know yet, to be totally honest, and that's to be totally truthful. But hopefully we'll have word because he's trying to sort things out. So I don't know. So we wait and see. But if it is something, it'll probably be next month when we could meet up in Monaghan if anybody wanted to come to Monaghan and stuff for tea and stuff, and just even to meet me and stuff and have a chat. Hopefully next month. Touch wood. Because going by him, I was just literally talking to him yesterday. So I can't really tell you anything because I don't. But he doesn't know himself. So, but there's a lot of the kind of discussions going on in the background. I probably not likely, but I don't know exactly. But there could be something in Dublin on in that regard. I don't know exactly, but because I did mention to somebody before. I did mention to somebody very high before about it. So I don't know. Did they listen to me or anything? So it's hard to know. See, the problem is, I know people in Monaghan County Council and stuff, but I don't know what's happening behind the scenes exactly. Hello, OJ. How are we keeping? Yes, I know about the Freemasons. They have a lodge right beside Darleon, quite literally. And but I don't know much about like the culture and stuff and all that. But I know they're a secret society and stuff, and I wouldn't want anything to do with them. I wouldn't totally go near them with a 10-foot pole. But basically, my advice: stay away from them. If anybody's going near them, that's what I would say. See, but it is weird how the like just on that just topic there when I was saying about it. Like it's weird how the Freemasons thing is right beside Darleon, like literally 2 doors down from Darleon. It's quite insane. How it was allowed to be put there. Like it was allowed to be put there. Shouldn't have been allowed. Never been allowed to be put there. But it just goes to show you how close they are to the seats of power in Ireland, anyway. And especially because a few months ago, I'm sure you remember this, OJ, the Metropolitan Police was like, oh, yeah, we're going to look and see if there's any of our officers Freemasons. Just casually. Just one of those things. Oh, yeah, we're going to screen people for being Freemasons. You're just a casual thing to drop on a Sunday, Even though it probably should be. Even in the Gardaí here, technically it's not supposed to be part of secret societies or anything. But they clearly are. Like a lot of the Gardaí would be in the Freemasons and the same with the Feds forces. Because nobody probably checks them out to see who they are. Into space. But yeah. Where is my controller gone? Did I lose my controller? Where did I put it? Sorry, the fuck did I put it? Sorry. Oh, it's right behind my computer. Sorry, apologies. No wonder I couldn't see. It's right behind my computer. But yeah, that's about it for tonight, everyone. As I say, I'll keep you up to date about Monaghan. To be totally honest, I don't know at the moment. I don't think he knows himself, the person I'm talking to. I don't think he knows himself. There was actually a Moomin thing in like these yokes, the Moomins, like these. As the things they walk on this, I think it is, yes. Like the Moomins. There was a Moomin thing in Monaghan County Library, but it was for children and stuff. Like they were calling them Moomus and stuff. So that's what they were doing in Monaghan just there the other day. But I don't think many people went to it. Like it was during the day and stuff, and a lot of the children, like for young children and stuff, wouldn't be up at 11 o'clock in the morning, when the schools are off and stuff. But yeah, so there's probably some stuff to do with the Moomins at some point going on in Monaghan. But apparently they enjoyed it. Whatever children were, they enjoyed it. But of course, we couldn't just go to it because it's only for children and stuff. We look funny being big children going and colouring in pictures of the Moomins and stuff. But yeah. Yeah, but of course, a lot of the children wouldn't have a clue what the Moomins were. Yeah, like the young children and stuff. Because this was the thing from 6 to 10. No, it wasn't. So it was from 5 to 10. 5 to 10. That's what it was. Yeah. Um. So yeah. But of course we couldn't do anything. But the probably would be some kind of event, like talking about the movements and stuff. I think the what he said about that. So yeah. Anyway, that's it for tonight. Thank you, Evan. I appreciate it. We learned a lot about history today. So yeah, you have the White Show report on the history of everything. Anyway, thank you, everyone, and enjoy the rest of the evening. Enjoy the rest of the weekend too. Excuse me, apologies. I'm burping. Sorry, excuse me. Thank you, Fiona. Thank you, Big Brass. Thank you, Sir Sean. Thank you, Aaron Owen, if he's still here too. Davinus, thank you, Senator, if he's still here too, of course. Many of the people, Fake, I think, has gone off to do his own live stream too. Good lot of people, Sasha too, nearly forgot you, Sasha. Anybody else that come in? I think there was a few other people. Yeah, there probably was OJ too. OJ, I forgot. You nearly forgot about you. So yeah, thanks everyone. I appreciate you being here as always. We'll hopefully be back Wednesday. All going well. Hopefully Wednesday. There probably will be a few videos up tomorrow, but that'll be about it. So yeah, take care, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your night, the rest of your weekend, and enjoy the good weather. And I see you Wednesday. Thank you as always. Bye.